Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching this. How are you? So it is the end of summer here. You might be watching this in the winter time. Who knows? Anyway, it's the end of August. And I was motivated to do this little video, excuse me, because of a live I was watching this morning by a lovely lady, Jonah, that I follow. And she had this turn of phrase that I just thought was brilliant, and I wanted to borrow and talk about it with you lovely people. Are you comfortable feeling crap? I just thought that was brilliant. Now, some people might not like the word crap. If that's you, then I do apologise. Sorry, what's going on with my throat? I'm afraid it doesn't bother me. I'm kind of okay with it. Anyhow, the reason I thought it was so good is that so many of us, and I've been there as well, so I'm included, kind of can go through big chunks of our life with just feelings of low level, you know, and it gets comfortable, and we think that's just how things are. By the way, yes, I am in my garden, so there is noise, there is laundry, it's life. You know, we can think that that is normal, we can think that's how it needs to be, and it doesn't have to be like that. When I was a teenager, I was really stroppy, really hormonal, and I thought that was me. I thought it was my personality. I thought I was just a bit of a cow at times. Probably was. But actually, it was also to do, yes, it was to do with teenage hormones, but it was also to do with what I was putting in my body, the foods I was eating, the drinks I was attempting to drink as a teenager. Yes, been there. And it wasn't until I was much older and I'd been starting to study nutrition, and I started to look at taking things in and out my body, that I realised that it doesn't have to be that way. And I've spoken about this many times before. You might have seen the thing when I was speaking about the pizza that I ate and how I felt the next day. You know, we can just coast through life being happy, and that's brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. But if you've got a little bit of a kind of like, you feel as a bit of a cloud, or as I say, just a bit, or it comes and goes, or it's there, you know, around your hormonal time, or maybe you're at the time of change. It's not a funny word. So yes, you might think it's just hormones, yes, part of it is, but you know what, it can also be the stuff that you put in your body. It can be the fact that you're maybe drinking caffeine, it can be that you're putting in alcohol, it can be that you're having processed foods, it can be that you're not putting in enough fruit and vegetables, you're not putting in enough water, you're not moving your body, because if you don't move your body, well, think about it, you get stiff, don't you? You get stuck. And that's going to be the same for all the fluids. You want the blood to be going around your body, and that doesn't mean we need to go out and do a 10-mile sprint every day. No, we want to be doing lots of different things, but you do need to get things pumping around. You don't have to be comfortable feeling crap. You don't. Yes, we all our lives go up and down. We have stressful situations, we have easier times, we have more hormonal times. And it's not to say that you have to be a saint. I mean, absolutely not. I'm not a saint. Yes, I am heavier now than I was a few years ago. Yes, that's partly to do with my digestion after I got sick. It's also partly to do with my age, 46, so hormones are changing. Boobs are great. I'd lost them for a while. But it's also, you know, I know that there's been stuff that I've been putting in my body that it doesn't like. And the thing to remember is everybody's bodies are different. Okay, everybody's digestive systems are different, everybody's genetics are different. So it's a little bit of a trial and error as to what might work for you, what might not work for you. And just because something doesn't work for you doesn't mean that that's the same and vice versa. You know, I mean, in my family, I'm intolerant to wheat, aka bread, pasta, pizza, blah, blah, blah. You know, my sister's not. We come from the same parents, but we've all got slightly different things. So, yes, some of it is predisposed, but, big but, you can make it better. You can feel happier. I know, because I've felt the other way. I've gone back to thinking, oh, it's just bullshit. How could food affect all that stuff? It does, it bloody does. And it is scientifically proven now that your digestive system is linked to your brain, okay, the vagus nerve, the gut-brain axis. So if you put stuff in your gut that's not very good, what do you think is going to happen up here? It's not going to feel so good either, is it? So that comes that low-lying level of and you just get comfortable with it. You just think, oh, it'll pass, and it might be weeks, it might be days, it might be months, it might be whatever. Are you comfortable feeling crap? You don't have to feel crap. I know, and say I'm not an angel at all. You know, I love my bubbles, but they're not liking me. You know, and what happens is I'm getting more of a hangover. I'm craving crappy foods. It's taking me a couple of days, and the day after, I'm starting to feel that I just wish that day was finished and the next one was coming, because I know that once that comes out of my system, I'll feel so much better. I have that low-lying, you know, and it's just that I can't do any work. I work from home. I work for myself, so it's not like I work Monday to Friday. I'm not saying that's any easier, but my work stuff can be any day. But it's those days that I just want to sit in front of the telly. I want to feel sorry for myself. I'm like, oh God, I'm bloated. Oh, I want a cheeseburger. Moan. People start irritating you in your house. You start, you know, losing the rag with them. Do you want to exercise? No. Even though you know, and I know from being a fitness instructor for years, that actually moving my body will help move the stuff around and get rid of those toxins quicker. Do I want to do that? Oh, no. So what we want to try and do is go back to basics, back to getting the water in. And some people will say, oh, how many glasses do you need? Just drink it. It's roughly about 2 litres. Don't stress about it. Get a bottle, keep refilling it. We've found in our house, I've got some glass IKEA bottles or Wilko bottles, can't remember where I got them from. If I fill them up and I put them in the fridge door, everybody drinks them. So everybody's getting the water. And what's the difference between, you know, taking 3 more steps and filling up a glass from the tap? Who knows? It's in the fridge, it's in the bottle, they take the bottle, they go. Little steps like that. Reduce your caffeine, reduce your dairy maybe if that is for you. Reduce your wheat, or try taking it out if you think that might be a thing for you. Reduce that alcohol, maybe have a few days, you know, or try not drink during the week, but don't then binge at the weekend because you're going to feel like shit come Monday morning. Try different things, go back to basics, get the fruits and veggies in, cook if you've got time, prep some stuff so that it's there, so you're not, oops, sun's coming out, you're not grabbing for stuff when you've got the munchies. Try going back to 3 meals. You know, we don't need 5 or 7 meals a day. Olympic athletes might. Unless there's any Olympic athletes on here that I don't know about, you don't. We are eating too much food in this day and age, and we're not eating the quality of food. Yeah, that's the thing. We need to go back to basics. We need to move the body. We need to make sure we sleep better. And if what I've also found with alcohol now is the days that I do have some, and they're not necessarily a massive binge, I will wake up at 5 o'clock the next morning, no matter what time I've gone to bed. That's alcohol, because I don't do it any other day. Don't do it any other day. And over the summer, because we've had lots of visitors and we've been seeing people and we've had a lovely time, I've noticed that whenever I'm consuming any alcohol, even if it's just a couple of glasses, I had a couple of gluten-free beers with the boy the other day watching the rugby, 5 o'clock in the morning, ping. And then that means I've not got enough sleep. That means my body hasn't had enough time for rest and repair. That means it's missing out on some of the processes it needs, and some of those are your digestion. And if it's missing out on the good digestion, the rest of your body's missing out on the nutrients, your brain's missing out on them. Okay? Now, you don't need to be perfect, but you just want to aim for consistency. Okay? Do your best to be consistent. Doing a couple of days and then going off it for a couple of weeks is going to make jack shit difference. Okay, you need to aim for consistency. Get some basic things in. Start with one this week. You could do it yourself. You can write things down on a piece of paper on your fridge. You could write things on your phone. You could use a group. There's lots of free Facebook groups that you can join to get the support, get the accountability. You can do some of my programs, you know, the 2-week one that's coming up in September, just to get you back on track, and then you pop off, well, you either stay with us or you pop off and get back on your own thing. But you know, there's lots of support and there's lots of resources there. Just get back to basics and stop being comfortable feeling crap, because you don't have to. You're here, you've got one life, and you want to feel good. Okay? Stop feeling comfortable feeling crap. Have a wonderful day. Post any little comments below if you want any more about any more information about any of the stuff that I do, then that's absolutely fine. Just drop me a private message or send me an email. See you soon.